Welcome to another episode of Halftime Adjustments. It's your host, Eddie Arnell, my man, G.
Tighten
Wick.
up, baby. Tighten up.
Hey, man. It's week 1,
Yes, sir.
2019 NFL
Yes, sir.
season. Titans versus
It's on.
Browns. Had to go to the dog pound
Had to
today.
go to the dog pound, man.
Tough environment, right?
Yeah. You know, gonna be loud, gonna be boisterous. You know, you gotta understand what you're dealing with the Cleveland fans. You know, they're rabid. You know, true fans and everything. And with all the expectations that you have with Cleveland, with all the offseason acquisitions they made, you know, you figuring Odell Beckham Jr., Sheldon Richardson, you know, Olivier Vernon, they're expecting a lot out of this team. And really, when you look at it, you know, all the pundits, you know, nobody was looking at us having an opportunity to win.
Nobody picked us that I can think of outside of the Tennessee Nation. I'm gonna say that Titans Nation, and even
Nation.
some of those folks.
A lot of them, they picked the Browns.
And so, like you said, young upstart Cleveland team. They finished hot last year, game away from the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the expectations were high.
Oh yeah, but you know, again, yeah, they had a lot, but you know, the quote of famous sportscaster. That's why they play the game, man.
That's why they play the game.
That's why they play the game.
They were who we thought they were. And so let's get into it, man. Let's get into it because it was a physical game. It got chippy early in the game,
dude.
And you know, some discipline issues really showed.
Well, you know, some fines are coming down the pipe.
Some fines are coming down.
Yeah, and
a man kicked somebody in the face. That was I don't know why they took so long to throw him out of the game. That's automatic. That's just like a punch,
that's
right?
the thing about it. You know, I saw that play and I'm like, you know, that's automatic ejection. You know, if you get an ejection for throwing a punch,
Same thing, right?
Definitely gonna get an ejection for kicking somebody.
Same
and
thing.
I mean,
With some cleats.
Well, here's the thing about it. You know, let's get into this, man. We'll be talking about that all day. But I mean, he kicked like he was a child upset. You know, like a little kid upset and laying on his back and everything. So he missed with the left foot and caught him with the right.
Right. And so, let's get into it because we got a lot to talk about.
That's right.
We got some Mariota, I'm going to call them haters out there. I thought he played a really good game. Well, let's get into it. Let's talk about it because
let's talk.
It was a good game all the way around. Started off real physical, like we said. Got a little chippy early. You know, the Titans taking the kickoff first, and Browns get the football. And now we put the defense on the field to see what they're going to do.
Well, let's talk about okay, so let me ask you this. What were you expecting out of the game? What did you want to see?
Well, so it was some things that I wanted to see. So the big question mark, of course, was the offensive line, right? Taylor Lewan being out. Will we hold up against Myles Garrett and that bunch, Olivier Vernon?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
You know, highly talented defensive line for the Browns.
Yeah.
And the question was going to be, could we protect Marcus?
Yeah, and again, you got to remember too, also that you know that's a talented defense all the way around.
Yeah.
Greg Williams actually last year had them playing lights out football, man.
Steve Wilks.
Steve Wilks is a good DC now.
That's what he's known for.
Yeah, that's what he's known for. You know.
And so, and then the next thing I was looking forward to. Was could the defense slow down this high-powered offense? Because you got Njoku, you added Odell, you had Landry, you had Chubb, so they got a lot of weapons on the field.
They got a lot of weapons on the field, and you wondered, you know, about how the secondary was going to hold up.
Right.
You wonder how Nick Chubb, you know, he's a game breaker.
That's right.
You wonder how the linebackers going to hold up against him and everything. Tight ends, of course. You know, so and you know whether or not we could generate a pass rush.
That's right. That was my next point. Could we get a pass rush on Baker Mayfield? He's a guy that can move in the pocket. He's got a good arm. He can sling it around, and it was going to be tough to get pressure on him, right?
Because he can move. He can rotate out the pocket and everything. But you know, it's just one of them things that you just always concerned with. Because bottom line, he's similar to Marcus in that he's a mobile quarterback, but he's got a rocket of an arm.
He has a rocket arm, exactly.
And he's not afraid to turn it loose. That's what you like about him.
And then the last thing I was looking forward to in this game was we had all the tools for the offense.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how the offense was going to gel in this game. Besides the offensive line being complete, we had all the skill positions there.
Oh, yeah.
Derrick Henry, in particular, what kind of shape he was going to be in to be effective in the run game.
Absolutely, and also you just wonder how the receiving corps was going to do, especially you know A.J. Brown. We saw where they let Khalil Raymond go earlier this week.
Yeah.
So you wondering what's going to happen with the receiving corps because we feel like we got the best receiving corps that we've had.
Yeah.
Pretty much ever. You know, so you're wondering what the receiving corps is going to be like, and let's just say, let's talk about the game, man, because it was some good stuff.
Yeah, so like I said, Cleveland comes out early, man. They move the ball, like it was pretty easy, actually.
Well, let's be honest about it now. First of all, Mr. Adoree Jackson blew an interception.
He did.
Jayon Brown makes a tip on a pass, and the ball goes right through his hand. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah. I understand, the ball came up on him suddenly and everything, but, as a DB, and you're supposed to be ready.
Those are the plays you have to make.
You have to make those plays. Yep. So I was disappointed to see that because, Adoree needs something good to happen for him to get his confidence back. Because right now, it looks like, that's the one thing he's missing out on. Like his confidence isn't there. And I don't know because he just hasn't been able to make any splash plays or whatever the case may be. But he just needs something good to happen for him.
Right. And so, like you said, that he needs to make plays. We need to make. So one of the things there's another thing I want to see. I'm glad you brought that up. Was so we had a lot of those plays last year where we needed to be in position. We was in position, but didn't make that play. And this game started off that way. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so they go down, they score, miss the extra point, and then so we get the ball and drive right back down, which was very, very encouraging to see that we came back down and drove the ball down, but we had to settle for 3, right?
Yeah, we had to settle for 3. But again, you just like the answer.
Yeah.
You like the answer. You like the fact that Derrick Henry was running the ball, and granted he was getting 1 yard, 2 yard, but that's what you expect at the beginning of the game because the defense is geared up to everybody knows you got to stop him. So, they're geared up, but still with him in the game afforded Marcus a lot of opportunities for a play-action pass, and then who did he hit?
Dion Lewis.
Man.
3rd down. I mean, I don't know if you got a better play call from a slot corner blitz on the backside.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you run the screen to the opposite side of the blitz.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing but white jerseys over there.
Yeah. I mean, there was one guy from Cleveland over there, but you had he had an offensive lineman there to block.
He's still running.
And he's still running.
Yeah.
He definitely had the first down.
Definitely had the first down.
Definitely had the first down. The question was going to be, was he going to be able to get the touchdown out of it? Because, he had a lot of green over there, man.
He did, man.
But, typical. Young receivers always remember, you got to catch the ball before you can run with it. And he made the mistake of trying to run before he caught the ball.
That's exactly right. And so we settled for 3, and I got to say it while we talking about this field goal. Santos, man. Santos has got a strong leg, and looks like he's pretty accurate.
Well, you read his stats because there wasn't a whole lot on him, but when you read his stats, you find out that he's, a few percentage points below Ryan Suckup. Ryan Suckup, I think, is like 84%. He's like 83%.
Yeah.
So, on making the kick. So you're looking at that and you see he's got a real strong leg. He kicks the ball off well and everything. So, it's one of them things that's weird. What happened that he couldn't stick with a team? Because he'd been with several teams. So
he didn't beat Suckup out.
He beat Suckup out in Kansas City, but there's something that I guess is just a lack of consistency or whatever in key moments. You don't know how he's going to do with the game on the line, and that could be key.
It could be key.
You don't know how he's going to do with the game on the line. Maybe he's not the type of person, a type of kicker that can handle pressure really well. And that could be the reason why he continues to get cut. It goes to different places.
Yeah, and I like that. So after that, the defense really settles in, and Pease makes some different adjustments along. After that first drive that Cleveland had, they moved the ball down the field pretty effortless. And so they come out, and Pease makes adjustments. He throws some different zones out there.
Yeah.
He runs some twist ups up front. And we get the ball back, right?
Yeah.
And so drive back downfield. The offense is moving. Derrick Henry scores 10-6.
Well, here's the thing about it, and don't forget there was a good play for our boy A.J. Brown, man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk more about A.J. in a minute,
man.
Hey.
But A.J. Brown's got to learn one thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You when you're breaking the long ones, you don't slow down.
No, you don't slow down.
You don't slow down. Yeah, you make guys miss, but once you make a mix, you keep going, man. You don't. This is not college where you can overpower anybody or anything like that, man. You're a receiver in the NFL. You have got to use your speed.
Yeah, you got to use speed.
But other than that, we go down. Derrick Henry runs the ball well. He runs it in for an easy score. So we're up now 10-6.
10-6. And so the defense comes out again, does some good things, and make a stop. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give him a Cameron Wake jersey because the man still got the juice. I'm telling you, the man has still got the pass rush. I mean, he was dominating on that side of the ball.
Here's my thing. We need to start getting some Brett Kern jerseys, man.
Brett Kern's got to be the best punter in the NFL by far.
Man, a 70-yarder?
Flips the field position. That again.
A 70-yarder,
when
man.
you can flip the field position like that.
That's seriously flipping the
huge.
field.
That's huge.
I mean, you kicking from your own end and you kicking it so far that it lands on their 3-yard line.
Their 3-yard line, Brett Kern is the best weapon.
And let's and one thing you find out about Cleveland today more than anything, you know, what was it? 17, 18 penalties for like 180 some odd yards.
187 yards
in penalties.
182 yards.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that, and they were very undisciplined. And I don't know. I will say this. You know, this is one thing I did appreciate about the way the defense played. The defense played hard. They were bringing the hat.
They
were bringing the hat. They were hitting and everything. Rashard Evans was really, you know, he was really trying to play hard and hit hard, and they were hitting through some guys and everything. And I liked it because that's what you have to do.
You do. Yeah.
You have to establish that, you know, you're not gonna basically punk us out, for lack of a better phrase.
That's right.
We're gonna play ball.
We're gonna play
ball. We're gonna play hard. We're gonna hit hard. You know, we're gonna play clean.
Yeah.
But we're gonna play ball. But and I thought that the defense really did a good job of that establishing. They also established the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. I thought they did a great job with that. You know, the pass rush again. Sometimes they got there with force, and a couple of times they had to bring the blitz.
That's right.
But, you know, the bottom line was everybody played. They did their assignments. They played their jobs. They did their jobs, and everybody did a great job on that defense. And then you can see what happens when you're in the second year of the same defense. You're a lot more comfortable with what you're doing.
Yeah, and you're right about that because you have, even though it's a young as far as age-wise defense, you've had time together. It's veteran-wise as far as that goes. The scheme is there, and we saw it today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know, everybody knows where they fit.
Yeah.
They know, they understand the cover schemes, and so, I mean, it really worked out. It had Baker Mayfield confused a bunch.
And that's the thing you have to remember. People, you know, don't get me wrong. Baker Mayfield, I think, is going to be a great quarterback.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be great. But the bottom line is he's still a second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he's still second-year quarterback.
And, you know, there are a lot of things he has not seen.
Right.
So, you know, I know everybody wanted to try to anoint him as, I don't know, the second coming of Tom Brady or whatever the case, or Brett Favre or whatever the case may be. But he still has a lot to learn. And I still say he's going to be great because one thing you do like about Baker Mayfield, he is a competitor.
Yeah.
He's a competitor. He's going to get out there. He's going to play. It's going to be hard to knock him out of a game.
Yeah. I agree, David. Mariota he was still inaccurate a few times. Missed Tajay Sharp wide open on the third down conversion. I mean, you know, a lot of that was contributed to the offensive line not being too solid in the pocket. Getting pushed around, getting bull rushed upside the edges would get.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of pressure.
Dennis Kelly had a bad day as far as first half goes.
But here's the thing you like about. Okay, let's just talk about this real quick. What you like about what happened today, in all honesty, was the fact that they came out and they were a little bit conservative in the first half. Yeah. It's almost like, and that's really you want to be. Because you want to try to feel everything out to see exactly what the defense is doing. I thought Arthur Smith did a good job with that. He ran some good plays. He, you know, the RPO action, he was running pretty well. And you saw where Mariota was thinking about, you know, should I keep it? Should I let it go? He was letting it go, let Derrick Henry get his yards. Mm-hmm. They stuck with the run. Mm-hmm. They never abandoned the run. So that was the one good thing. Even though they were only getting like 1 or 2 yards,
you got to stick with it.
That's
right.
I thought that was great. And I thought that, again, once Mariota, he's the type of guy, once he gets out there, he runs a little bit, gets the and gets going. He's actually a better quarterback. He actually throws the ball a lot better.
He does.
And I'll have a shout out to my cousin Brittany from listening to us all the way from Texas, man.
Hey, tighten up. Hey, get us down there in Texas too.
But you know we coming with this now. We're gonna represent if we ever come down there now.
So you know, Marcus again. He was, and I like what Jabbar said. Some phantom pressure. Yeah, he perceived pressure sometimes. Yeah. He missed Corey Davis. Corey Davis should have made that one catch though.
Well, yeah, and again, it was a bad pass by Marcus. But the bottom line was
he should have made it.
He should have made the play.
Yeah,
you know, you want Corey Davis to make that play. And that was the unusual thing about today. Like we look at the stats, you see that Ryan Humphries and Adam Humphries only had one catch between them.
Yeah, for 5 yards. And Adam Humphries got the first down on that catch. A little out route. We had a little man pick
great
action.
Feet, man.
Yeah, great feet. And that was interesting to see that neither one of them really got involved in the game today.
No.
Tajay got the one ball thrown his way, but it's more Delaney Walker.
Yeah, I mean, but they that's one thing you also like about it, that they took what the defense gave them.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest about it, the defense. After last year, people know about Corey Davis.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So they're going to try to take him away. Why do you think AJ Brown was so open? I mean,
again, great play calling though.
Yeah.
Cleveland's running a lot of pressure blitzes up front. Play action, got man coverage.
Yeah.
AJ Brown comes across the field, makes a great catch and run.
And again, the play action with Derrick Henry in the game leaves Marcus with enough time for the pattern to develop, throws the ball out there.
Yeah.
And like I said, AJ Brown, he catches the ball. Guy try to tackle him. You see his strength.
Yeah.
Threw the guy off. Then you also see his feet. He's got good feet. He knows how to cut.
Got
That's the
some pretty
bottom
good
line.
speed, right?
Got pretty good speed, but you got to make sure you understand that people are coming behind you. They're not slowing down.
Yeah,
You got to run.
So after that monster punt by Kern, Cameron Wake, safety, comes off the edge.
Man.
That's his second strip sack of the first half. The man is just unbelievable. To be able to play at that level at this point in his career.
But you think about it. I know people they complain about him not playing in the preseason. Only played in that one game against Pittsburgh and only played for a couple of snaps.
That's right.
But you see mainly why. You saw today he didn't play a lot of snaps today.
No, it's certain situations, right?
Yeah, certain situations he got in there, and you saw what he can do, and that's what the Titans got him for.
That's right.
They got him for those specific situations, so they can put him in, and they can. And the thing about it is, what you get to notice that gives them the opportunity to generate pass rush with 4 guys, not having to bring a blitz.
Right.
So it's an opportunity for them to do a lot of things with Cameron Wake that they couldn't do last year. So he really helps out a whole lot. And again, what ends up happening, we found out one thing, that Cleveland Browns did have a weakness. And that's that O-line.
Well, we know that from last year, right? So that was the talk coming in this year, is that they didn't really address the offensive line too much. And you saw today, it was the Achilles heel of the game.
Oh, dude. I mean, once the starting left tackle went out, and then the other left tackle got his knee messed up, so he's out. So now, they're flipping around, and they're doing the same thing that we're doing. And, they brought up a good point. You have to protect, they're doing things not only to protect Mariota, but they're doing things to protect the offensive line, because your offensive line is really not that strong right now.
Right. So you got to give Arthur Smith his credit. He starts moving the pocket.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, moving Mariota on bootlegs, play action, and it really helped get him the time to throw the ball downfield, which is excellent play calling, excellent adjustment for the offensive line. Because Dennis Kelly had some issues there. Even when Adam Humphrey was a chip, he left the inside wide open. Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles flipped it on him, man. But it's Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
So, and let's be honest, they get ready to face the same thing with the Colts, so they got to get ready for that.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Colts more in just a minute. But so at halftime, 12-6, the Titans really kind of dominated from the second quarter on. From the end of the first quarter to the second quarter, really dominated.
Well, especially defensively.
That's right.
Defensively, they shut them down.
Yeah, they didn't even have a first down in the second quarter for the Browns. So very good job by Pease getting the guys in position. Again, he makes the calls.
Yeah.
They know what to do.
Yeah.
Veteran defense as far as scheme-wise
is concerned. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Eddie Arnell, G Witt.
Tighten up, baby.
I don't think Taywan
Taylor played today. No. I didn't hear his name called or anything.
So a good adjustment by P. Second half, so come out, get a field goal, go up. The Browns come down, they drive. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing about it. I was half pleased and half disappointed.
Yeah.
Because you had an opportunity on that first drive. You made some good plays.
You did.
To get it in position. But then, you get a penalty, you take a sack, and the bottom line is you end up having to kick a field goal.
53-yard field goal.
Yeah, and I was nervous about that 53-yarder, man, because I'm like, if you miss it,
it's good field position.
They got good field position. But again, like you said, Santos, man, he's got a leg. He cleared that 53-yarder with plenty of room to spare.
Yeah. So Cleveland comes back, they pick up the pace a little bit, and they come down, they score, right? And so Njoku gets the ball right across the middle, scores on by, which is pretty good coverage.
Barrett gave up the inside.
He gave up inside, he did.
And let's think about it. A couple of things happened on that drive that really hurt. I mean, they converted a long third down.
Yeah, never made that third down.
Which if we make the sack, we
got him under pressure. Yeah,
we got him under pressure.
Yeah.
And generally, that's what usually happens is that when the quarterback rolls out, you generally lose containment of your man that you're covering, and that's what happened. And it ends up the guys wide open. And then, of course, they got in the rhythm, they got on the roll, running the ball, throwing the ball, and everything. So All of a sudden now you're down there. What was it? Who was it? Logan Ryan. He's in position to make a play.
Yeah.
But because he's somewhat behind the play, he didn't even see the ball. But he made the tackle, gave us a second chance, and then boom, they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, so 15-13, you know, the game's tight. The crowd's back in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland, you know, they got the momentum. So, but
Boom.
then the Beast, they turned
Boom.
the Beast. Look, I'm gonna tell you, man. I don't know if it's got to be good film stuff, but you don't have a lot of film on teams in the first week, right? You got preseason stuff,
Right.
But again, an excellent play call,
Yeah.
on another blitz that
On
they
another blitz
caught
that came-
Cleveland in.
As a matter of fact, if you think about the same play call that they used with Deion Lewis earlier in the game.
They just ran it play side.
They
I
just
mean,
ran
into the blitz this time.
Yeah.
And man, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, they talking about the field wide open. Derrick Henry showing he still got that speed.
Hey, man.
No ill effects from the calf injury from preseason.
No, and again, I always say, you know, I think he surprises people, man, because you could tell the guys from Cleveland, them guys were trying to run and catch up with him, and they could not. Now don't get it wrong. Great blocking.
Yeah, great blocking. Saffold
got out there and took out the first block, and once he did that, it was a wall. Corey Davis did a good job blocking, so it was well blocked. He had plenty of room go down the sideline.
Yeah.
I thought I was laughing about them reviewing the play.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was kind of weird, but after they explained it, I understand what they were trying to do. But still, at the same time, I'm looking at this like, you know, that wasn't pass interference. Come on now.
So you talking about a turning point of the game because we came back and we answered right back.
Right back.
You know, which
with
looked
a big play.
Very encouraging.
Yeah, no. See, that's the thing about it. You got to remember, people forget this one thing about Cleveland. They're a young team.
They are a young team.
Okay, they're a young team. And the bottom line is always this. If they go down and score, they're feeling good about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Defense is feeling good about themselves because they're basically controlling the game and everything. But we come out with one play, boom, go 75 yards,
75 yards.
touchdown. All of a sudden, we're back up by 9, and that takes the wind out of everybody's sail. It does that because we've been on that side ourselves.
That's right.
We've been on that side as a young team, so you know when you making your comeback and everything, and then you give up a big play like that, that takes the wind completely out of your sail.
And I know we didn't hit many deep balls, but we were throwing the ball, taking some shots, in which, again, this is something that people don't normally expect from this team. But we got the people that can do it. We got the personnel as long as Marcus has time in the pocket.
Yeah, that's the key.
And that helps, though.
And that's the key. But again, a lot of it came off of play action.
A lot of it came off.
So they gave him that extra time for the routes to develop, and you had to like Arthur Smith taking those shots. Even though we didn't connect on all of them, you take the shots to keep that defense loose because that keeps the safeties from creeping up on the running game.
Yeah. You know, they 22-13, come back down, Delaney scores twice. Again, off play action.
Action.
Great play call. I mean, Marcus throws it on the dime in the middle of the field, right there in the red zone.
Yeah. Great catch.
The only place he could put the ball because he had two defenders bracketing.
Because he had to put it slightly behind him because he had a man in front of him. Yeah. So I thought that was a great play, you know. And it was a great catch by Delaney.
Great catch by Delaney. So on the second touchdown, the celebration was awesome. Not the second. It was the first one.
Yeah. The shovel.
I thought I was like, are they calling the game over? It was funny.
But here's the thing you like about it, though. I mean, you scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you scored a touchdown with Derrick Henry. You know, and we missed the big play actually in the middle of all that because the mayor of Murfreesboro.
Yeah. So let's talk about that because I did you right. I forgot that was one of my points I wanted to make. So one of the adjustments that Pease made, and you don't see it too often, is you got safeties playing underneath coverage, underneath the DB, underneath the corners. And so that really threw Baker Mayfield off. Yeah. I don't even though the ball was behind the receiver, I don't even think he saw Byers.
Well, I know he didn't see him because, you know, the way he threw the ball and everything. But here's the thing about it, if you remember correctly, that's the same scheme they ran last year when he got an interception.
Yeah.
And again, the thing you like about Kevin Byard is when he has an opportunity to make an interception,
he's gonna make a play.
He makes the play.
That's right.
You know, he catches the ball, falls down, gets up, and they switch from defense to offense, and he actually has a really good run back on that play.
The mayor of Murfreesboro.
That's right, the mayor. You know, because that's what they call him, man. The mayor of Murfreesboro, man. That joke. You think about it, man. He played at the MTSU. and he's an All-Pro in the league, man. You got to like that, man.
You gotta love that.
You gotta
man.
love that. Small school.
He wasn't highly recruited.
Didn't get invited to the combine.
Yeah.
And third round draft pick. Just signed this big contract, and he's still out there making plays.
Still out there making plays, man. And then the dog just got loose, man.
Oh yeah. After that, they just.
I do want to go back and say something. Jabbar made a point. Well, we got Daquan Jones dropped back in coverage.
Yeah, you saw that. But you think about it,
Yeah.
that's the zone bliss, though.
That's the zone.
That's
bliss.
the zone bliss,
You're
man.
right.
That's the zone
the
bliss.
fact that he can do it is impressive to me.
But it just
300-pound guy to get back in cover.
It just shows you his athleticism, man. It just shows you that,
Even though he
man.
wasn't covering, he was just getting in the way.
He just getting in the way.
So,
hey,
hats off to him, man.
Yeah.
D-line, shout out.
That's right, because
D-line.
a DT, man, you drop back into coverage, and all you hoping is that he floats the ball your way, you pick it off, and that's a lineman's
That's
dream.
a defensive lineman's dream to be able to score a touchdown, baby. I'm telling you for a fact. So the pass, let's go back to the pass rush, man, because I'm gonna tell you, Harold Landry was coming on the edge, Cameron Wake against
Sharif Finch.
They blew the whistle a little early. I thought it was
That was early.
It was early.
That was early.
The Correa had a pretty good game, I'm gonna say, but you know what they did? They used him on the run. That's it. He wasn't in coverage.
No.
They didn't put him in coverage. Good job, my P's. Recognize the weakness.
Knowing his players.
That is exactly right.
Knowing his players and using them to their strengths.
Yep.
So he goes in on running downs. He don't play in the passing situations, which is what you want to see.
That's right.
That's just smart coaching. Again, it goes back to what he's always said. You put the players in the best position to use their skills.
Yes.
And that's what he does.
And then 28 unanswered points by the Titans. Malcolm Butler finishes up the score with a 38-yard pick six where he tightrope the sideline, man. And I mean, just again off a tip ball that you got to make a play.
You got to make a play on. And that was that was his second one. He had one, he almost had one earlier. So again, it's the first game of the season, so you don't want to read too much into it. But what you're happy about is that you saw really a good game overall. Now, are there some things to work on? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's be honest. The kick coverage was not very good.
Kick coverage wasn't good at all.
But overall, like I said, Marcus missing passes.
He did.
Receivers not making the catches they needed to catch. So there was a lot going on in that game. There's a lot to improve on. And again, but you take your hats off to them because they go into a hostile environment. Nobody's picking them. They make it through the first half, go in halftime with the lead, get the ball, go down and score. Whether it's a field goal or whether it's a touchdown, you still go down and score. You get points. Because they had plenty of opportunities towards the end of the second half where they didn't get a chance to make any plays because, whether they're taking sacks or getting penalties or whatever the case may be. And they had plenty of opportunities. So you like that they came out at halftime and drove the ball downfield. Bad they had to settle for a field goal, but at least they got points. And then after that, the defense plays well. They give up a touchdown, and then boom, the floodgates open.
Floodgates open. Defensive line starts to eat.
Yeah.
And before you know it, it's 43-13. 28 straight unanswered points by the Titans, and had Cleveland shell-shocked. Had Baker Mayfield confused a lot with his different zones and coverage. And so, and it does seem like we come out of the game pretty healthy, which is very important.
Yeah.
The concern was would Derrick Henry have the condition? Would he be ready? And he looked like he was in good shape. He's not in his end of the year shape like he was last year. But he ran the ball good.
But here's the thing about it: what you like about what Derrick Henry did is that he ran the ball good.
He ran the ball great.
He wasn't tap dancing or anything. No. He was making his cuts, going in. If it was 1 yard, he took the 1 yard. If it was 2 yards, he took the 2 yards.
Yep.
But you saw what we've been saying ever since he got here. When you continue to feed him towards the end of the game, that's when he really starts eating up yardage, man. I mean, and he's a smart football player, so he knows what he's doing.
Yep.
So he starts eating up yardage and moving the ball down the field. Mm-hmm. And again, the announcer said on today, Tony Romo said, they just handed it to him now. Everything is down here.
Yeah, so, he almost had 5 yards of carry, and so 75 yards, so 159 total for the game.
Yeah, 159.
He looked really good.
Yeah.
Very, like I said, no ill effects from the calf injury, and so, hey, A.J. Brown, 100-yard game for the Rook. First game.
100-yard game on his first game on 3 receptions.
So,
and that's the thing you like about him. You saw, again, like I said, on that the 44-yarder, you saw his speed, his hands, and his strength. And all those things. Like I said, like we said last week, It's about him getting used to the speed of the game.
Yeah.
And he, like I said, he played well. He got open. You saw he's a good route runner. He knows how to get open. The thing about it, like you gotta like about it though, he gets a 100-yard game. Corey Davis doesn't have a catch, and we still play lights out football.
And we still play lights out football. But Corey Davis did some good blocking.
He did some good blocking. See, but that's a complete football play.
That's right.
I might not be getting the ball, but I'm still doing the things I need to do to help the team win because that's what Vrabel focuses on. He wants players that understand the fact that even though you're not getting the ball, you still do the small things. Because he was blocked, like I said, the blocks he was making for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because he almost hit somebody in the back and he backed off of him and everything. So I thought that was good. So it was overall a good game. DP's called a good game. I thought Arthur Smith called a good game.
So Delaney Walker had 5 for 55, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Coach Cameron Wake 2.5 sacks, 339 yards of total offense for the Titans, 346 for the Browns.
Yeah.
A little of that could be misleading because it was late in the game. They were trying to come back, and so
Well, I mean, you think about it, typical of a DP's defense. I mean, they gave up some yards at the first down, but they
number one
didn't
red
break.
zone defense last year, right? So
So you figure you only give up 13 points. 19 points is what it was. 13, I think it was.
Yeah,
today.
13 points.
13 points today. So you know that's good defense. You score 43. Let's be honest about it. Your defense scores 8.
Yeah, really.
This defense scored. You got a pick 6 and you got a safety. So your defense scores 8. Put you in an opportunity for basically when you think about it, the defense got 3 turnovers.
3 turnovers.
And you got 3 touchdowns.
And you had 5 sacks.
And you had 5 sacks.
That's a great day.
That's a good day.
That's a great day for a defense.
I'm like Ice Cube. You know it's a good day.
It's a good day. They hold Odell Beckham to 1 catch in the second half.
Yeah, that's again adjustment.
Yeah.
Because he was hurting them in the first half, and all of a sudden you see, and the thing I will say, I did enjoy that kind of surprised me with the receivers was the coverage. I was really impressed with the coverage from both Malcolm Butler and Logan Ryan, and the fact that again they were there. So Dean Pease is scheming things up to keep them in position.
That's right.
And to make sure they're in the position to make plays.
That's right.
So you like that about what's going on with them.
So as we look around, Beckham 7 for 71. Landry, him and Landry both leading the Browns in receiving. 4 for 67 for Landry. Garrett had 2 sacks, 285 for Baker Mayfield. Chubb has 74. So on in week 2, got the Colts coming to town. And I'm going to tell you, for anybody that thinks they're going to not compete without luck, they went to overtime today and got beat by the Chargers. But I'm going to tell you, and that game was on the road. And so it's going to be a tough Colts team.
Absolutely.
I don't care what it is. Now, it's a different dynamic. So
Yeah.
you mentioned A.J. Brown. He's got to learn the speed of the game. So he's going to have to adjust, right? Because now you see cover 2 coming in this week instead of more of the man that was getting played by
Absolutely.
Cleveland. And so now you have a different ball game all the way around.
And that's going to be the difference. I mean, the thing you like about the way the game ended, guys, again, even with all the hype surrounding Cleveland, nobody talking about us, guys were down. You're happy you win. You're on the sideline. You're smiling and everything, but everybody's talking about it's on to the next game, which is what you want to see. Because it's gonna be a dogfight now. Don't get it twisted. It ain't like the coach's gonna come in here and lay down, but it's gonna be a dogfight. And then after you get finished with the coach, you got to get ready for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I get ready for Jacksonville. So let's look at the AFC South today. So the Jags took on Kansas City and lost 40-26. Coach Mahomes threw the ball all over the field as he always does. Sammy Watkins had 198 yards.
But the Jags lost more than just the game.
The big point of the game was Foles with a left broken clavicle out indefinitely, and so they have a rookie backup quarterback. And so now what is this team going to be like without Foles? Well, they invested a lot of money to get him down there.
Well, and that's going to be the key. And the thing about it like this, Leonard Fournette did not have that great of a game today either.
No, he ran better, but you're right. The offensive line still seems to be the issue for the football team.
But the key about it is, let's remember now, you got a guy that's going to be playing quarterback. He's a 6th-round pick.
Yeah.
He played pretty good today.
He
played pretty good today. But the bottom line is, and you don't know a whole lot about it. You ain't got a whole lot of tape on him.
No.
So, you got to do some things in order to try to win the game. But and the defense, of course, you saw again the typical of the Jags defense for the past couple of years. Miles Jack loses his head.
Man.
Lost his head.
Lost his head. That,
Got kicked out the game.
You know, they got some personnel issues there in Jacksonville, and like you said, continues on even into this early 2019 season. So Houston plays tomorrow night. And like I said, the Colts lost. But, you know, you look at Jacoby Brissett's numbers. He was pretty efficient, 21 and 27, 190 yards. But they really ran the ball well with Marlon Mack, 25 carries for 174 yards. So, again, this football team is not going to be easy to easy win.
Well, for us, it's going to be about stopping the run. I thought we did pretty good with Nick Chubb today.
Yep.
He had a couple of good runs and everything. But for overall, I thought we contained them pretty well, held the run down. I thought, and we're going to do the same thing Sunday. We going to have to stop Marlon Mack because, again, one of the keys for the game is going to be Jacoby Brissett, just like us.
Yeah.
They want to run the ball. We want to run the ball. So Marlon Mack is going to be the man. So we're going to play good, hard-nosed. We got to tackle because today, one thing that was disappointing about the defense, there were quite a few missed tackles.
Quite a few missed tackles. You are exactly right. And some of them, in the instance, gave extra yards to running back where they converted some easy first down.
Absolutely.
Third and short. So
and same thing with running backs and the receivers. I mean, you're missing tackles, and the receivers getting to turn and actually run for a first down. So that's the problem you had today. Again, things you got to work on. But like we always say in the NFL, in September you're working through some things to get your continuity because everybody doesn't play in the preseason, so you don't get all that continuity that you need. But you got to get your tackling down and everything. So but the thing you liked about it today, even though they was missing tackles, they wasn't missing tackles for lack of effort.
Right.
They just weren't wrapping up well, and guys were just making.
And
plays.
they were in position, right?
Yeah, they were in position.
So the Colts had 4 sacks, so that defense is gonna be tough, man.
Yeah.
You got that cover 2, you got that young pass rush.
Yeah.
And Justin from the Kansas City.
Justin
Houston from the Kansas City Chiefs from last year.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be a tough game.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be a tough game. And real quick, while we looking around the NFL, so about the Ravens, man, 59 points. They put up some Madden stats. Lamar Jackson had 5 touchdowns. So anybody had him in fantasy football? I mean,
no. Wait a minute, hold it. No, don't look at the touchdown. Look at the passing efficiency.
I know. Over 300 yards, right?
Over 300 yards, but he only missed like 4 passes. He was 17 or 21.
Man, they said the guy couldn't throw the ball, man.
17 or 21, man.
They said he couldn't throw.
That's almost 90%.
Hey, 17 or 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's about 90%, man.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
But awesome week 1 in NFL if you're NFL fan. Well, it started off kind of shaky on Thursday night. Sloppy football.
Well, here's the thing about it. It started off shaky, but for us,
no, it was good. Defense.
It was a defensive battle.
You didn't like that game.
And that's the thing about it. If you look at the first half of the game we played today, it was a good defensive battle. You saw two really good defenses playing some serious ball. Everybody making plays. You like that. Just that, like Cleveland basically just self-destructed. Yeah. The penalties, man. I mean, the first touchdown drive we had, they gave us 4 first downs.
They did. You're right.
Four unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on one drive. What is up with that, man? Man. You're hitting the quarterback late twice.
You know they ain't gonna let the quarterback get hit like that.
No.
I don't care who he is.
No. It ain't like we got. The bottom line is, let's be real about it. It ain't like we got Steve McNair or Vince Young back there. They'll protect Mariota. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah.
They'll protect Mariota. So, they're not going to let that happen and everything. So, it was interesting, man, to watch that dynamic. I mean, but again, the defense, I thought, played extremely well.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Halftime Adjustments. Hey there, G Whit.
Tighten up, baby.
Week 1, the Titans walk away with a 43-13 victory.
43-13, man.
On the road, in the dog pound. Come home for the 2019 debut at home next week versus the Colts.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a tough game, division game.
Yeah.
This division is wide open with another blow as far as to quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Nick Foles.
I couldn't believe that. I mean, that was an old Baltimore move, man.
Yeah.
Baltimore used to do that back in the day, man, where they just land the quarterback on the shoulder and just pile on top of him, man.
Yeah. Arthur Smith unlike Henry's dreadlock pops.
Well, again, the thing about it was
Yeah.
he stuck with the run.
Stuck with the run.
And Henry does a good job now. You see he runs aggressively now.
He takes
And-
the 1 and 2 yard
Yeah.
gains like you mentioned earlier,
And,
man.
Arthur Smith learned from, because that's what ended up happening last year when Matt LaFleur was here. He finally just had to realize that he's not Todd Gurley.
He's not Todd Gurley.
So let the big dog do what he does, and which is run the ball.
He's a
And,
downhill guy, man.
because you saw even today on the screen pass, he juggled the pass, he caught it, but he juggled the pass, and once he got it, he saw that green. It was like, we run it.
I like the fact too, like we didn't see last year. We saw Derrick Henry in the game more doing passing plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which keeps the defense honest because
Yeah.
Deion Lewis comes in the game most of the time. He's gonna be in there for a passing
Pass.
situation, right?
You're not expecting him to run, and even if he does run, he doesn't strike fear. in you.
That's
Derrick
exactly
Henry
right.
strikes fear, and again, like I said, today did him no favors because teams still know that this is the same Derrick Henry that was at the end of the season last year.
That's right.
So that's important for us. So for the Titans, man, great win. We're on Indianapolis, baby.
On to the next one. So, hey, again, we thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments, the questions, halftime adjustments. Eddie Arnell, G Witt.
Tighten up, man.
Tighten up. The coach coming to town for noon kickoff.
A new kickoff, man.
Nissan Stadium. If you can go, get there.
No Andrew Luck this time, so
No
it's
Andrew
going to be interesting to see how we play. Because I guarantee you, we're not taking any plays off on them because
No.
we know what Jacoby Dean Pease is going to draw something up, and that's what I want to see too. How you going to adjust the game plan from week to week with the different teams? Like you said, you're going against a cover 2 instead of man-to-man. So how you going to adjust your game plan, passing the ball and everything, the cover 2? Are you going to be able to make sure your receivers understand that you're not going to get a lot of yak yards out of a cover 2 defense?
Right.
They're going to tackle.
And you got an outstanding middle linebacker, in Darius Leonard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is he defensive rookie of the year last
Yeah.
year. And so again, we thank you for joining us. Check us out next Sunday night, 7 p.m. We'll be back. We'll review the game. Hopefully another victory.
Hopefully.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Division game, so it's very important.
Yeah.
Hey, AFC South, baby, we coming.
That's it.
Hey, tighten up.
Tighten
Thank
up,
you
baby.
again for joining us. We'll see you next week.
All right. Peace.